So here with Kentucky head coach Edrick Floréal, pretty big day for you. Let's just start with talking about Kendra Harrison. Well, as you might call her, Little Kenny Harrison.
Well, they call her Little Kenny, and she's the hurdle nerd, but I think to put in scope what she's accomplished in the last 6 to 8 weeks, I mean, this is her first loss in the 100-meter hurdles all year. And that means you have to survive all the rounds of USAs and beat all those professional athletes, all the people that do this for a living. And you got to go to class. At UK, you got to go to class. She's an NCAA Academic All-American. And I think in the scope of that year, accomplishing that, being adopted, one of 11 adopted, and all that stuff put together, and being second at the U.S. Championship, and making the World Championship team, and winning the NCAA, and accomplishing one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, the 100 and the 400 hurdles back-to-back with 35 minutes. I think a lot of people need to give this girl a lot of praise for having overcome life, adversities, and all kinds of different things to become a champion. And I think that's what we should celebrate in sport, a champion in life. That's truly what I think Kenny is, a champion in life.
Yeah, and just one more nice little touch for you're the head coach of the men's team for USA at Worlds, but you also get to coach one of your athletes at Kentucky there. So.
Absolutely. I think sometimes when you're not on the staff, you have to go to different places to coach, but wherever I go, she'll have the same pass and same access. And I think that cool thing for Kenny is like she's not going to have to find new friends, which she's probably not excited about, but having me there 24/7, I think it's going to get her to feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that her environment is not going to change. The things she's used to, the things that makes her comfortable, are all going to stay consistent throughout the entire championship. And I think she might surprise some people at the championship.
And Kenny wasn't the only Wildcat doing good today. Shaquila Saunders is a sophomore, 5th in the U.S. senior long jump.
Shaquila's one spot away from making the World Championship team as a sophomore since what's her name got a bye. So the USA will have 4. So being 5th, that means that if something happened to anybody, Shaquila will be in the World Championship team, and I think she'll represent UK extremely well. She already has the standard, so she's the first alternate to go. And then looking at the scope of what she's accomplished also, I mean, ain't many sophomores out there. I think Jasmine Top might be a redshirt sophomore.
Yes.
But she's another one that's accomplished tremendous amount of stuff for us and represented the school well throughout the year, academically strong and taking care of business and being a champion. You know, another, what you would call another champion for life. I couldn't be prouder of her. Great attitude, great personality, and fantastic competitor.
And then first round of the 200, Des looked really good, won her heat after making in her first post-collegiate meet. She made the 100 final yesterday. The U.S. finals are not very easy to make. So,
no, not in the 100. In the 100 meters, I think a couple people were in 10.9 and didn't even make the final. I think that's also equally impressive. But what's most impressive about Des is the height. I've heard 1,000 times this week. I can't believe how little she is. You know, when you can overcome your shortcomings, your height, and all the things that people say you don't have that you need to be successful, and still having them and being successful. I think it's kind of cool that these 2 young women have overcome life, and you know, Des losing 2 brothers and still being here and having the chance to make the World Championship team. And she looked fantastic today. I mean, a little fatigue from the 3 rounds, but she looked dominant, and I think she's going to surprise some people tomorrow. And I wanted to get on that team because I think she's worked hard enough. You know, you don't ever deserve something, but I think she's earned the opportunity to be on that team and to compete at a level and to sort of experience a lifelong dream to be a professional athlete.